got the victims of Lil Uzi Vert type shit. Let's lock into this.
Lil Uzi Vert, one of the biggest rappers in the game today, but that ain't all positive. As time went on, Uzi done got into it with a lot of rappers. Some situations cleared up, others nearly ended careers. So what happens when you get into it with a rapper the whole world loves? Years ago, Uzi got into it with someone we know a little too well, Offset. So if you remember, back then, Uzi was on the devil timing real bad.
Hold on, let me explain something to them real quick. Before everybody starts screaming and saying, oh, like I told y'all earlier, you enter the rapture. And if ain't nobody flying up to heaven right now, obviously all y'all is going to hell. Right.
Damn.
So, let's get it. Oh, you already here. I'm so sorry. You can't get out. You're stuck. It's over. You heard the song 1,000,000 times and you didn't even know. That's
what?
And you know what?
I don't remember that.
This, not everyone was gonna be okay with it. Uzi was getting crazy looks from fans, industry, everyone, rappers included. Uzi was rocking an upside down cross 24/7. It was just a part of their brand. When people seen the cross, people seen Uzi.
All y'all went upside down cross. Even my little partners, man. Stop that shit. You look lame. All that worship the devil. He was God, man.
And
He was God, man.
Just sparked up after the post, because Uzi was online trolling. Uzi was posting backwards words, posting 666, tagging Offset, trolling them in the comments about church, all kind of time.
Nah, nigga, number one. No one trolling.
Right around this time, it was all
I remember when this happened, but like I really wasn't paying attention to it that much.
They ain't take it too nice when Offset was online talking how he was.
You was the first to take this to the internet. You was stop speaking on street, you industry pigtail wearing. You was a pigtails.
Who was this nigga?
Y'all on the internet. I'd be glad to beat your ass though. You talking about you wearing pigtails like a.
So now it's Offset, Baby, and Uzi all beefing because Offset spoke on the whole upside down cross timing they was on. That wasn't it though. It was one more person who got involved. But the reason they stepped into it was because they was feeling like Offset ain't had no business speaking on the younger generation. He was looking at Offset like he was an old head. In reality, he wasn't. But that's how he was looking at him.
Hey man, tell this get off.
Oh yeah, that's why this nigga got jumped.
Yo man, always on somebody.
That's why this nigga got jumped. I forgot.
Like 35, still trying to catch the wave. Career over, man. Shut up. You run. Niggas with Ryan.
I thought tough though.
Ryan. Quavo the best rapper in Migos. The rest of irrelevant. Hey,
damn.
Matter of fact, no, take off straight. Take off straight. They gonna be talking. Offset be talking. I don't know how they do.
Time goes on knowing really with Uzi and Offset, that was the end of their beef. To the world for years, we wouldn't really hear nothing about the two beefing other than some shots here and there. Till like 2020, a whole lot of red comes out. And if y'all remember on Pump Month, Cardi said, I was in Paris when Uzi and Offset started hitting. And I had to stay out of that because that wasn't none of my business. And so this had people think about the beef again. People was like, okay, what did Uzi and Offset really have going on? And the world would find out just a few months later in April of 2021. For context, if you don't know, Uzi date JT. JT be with Young Miami. And Young Miami was with producer Southside at the time. And look, we don't know what Uzi and Miami had going on.
JT so bad.
They was mad at each other. They had some problems going on and aired it out on the media.
That's understood. We don't have to be friends.
Carisha, it ain't even about that though. It ain't even about that because you know me. I ain't never got to see you just like you ain't never got to see me. It ain't about, I'm about to say it. Let me get my whole speech out because you know I don't do this. Yeah, I do. It's me. Look at my car. Look at my life. I do way too much. So anyway, Carisha.
You call him Uzi. You call him by her first name.
JT told me, she like, Uzi, you ain't gonna do nothing to make it worse, so don't say nothing. But you know, clearly I run this. That's what I said to you, Carisha, because you left me on scene.
Yeah, because it's like, it's understood. You're not friends and we don't have to be friends. That's it.
It's not about that, Carisha. I told you, I ain't gonna say it online. I already told you it'd be wrong.
Later on that night, Southside get on IG speaking his mind. He felt some type of way because Uzi was talking to his girl like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this one time. Hey, Uzi, don't address none of my. You handle your. You stay on your side and y'all stay on y'all side. You got one more time to say something. You ain't got one more time to say nothing to my. I promise you, I'm gonna punch your teeth out your mouth. Don't say nothing else. Nothing else to my. If you
Uzi can fight though. No cap.
Do them. I don't get in that shit. We don't get in that.
Low key, I feel like Uzi can beat this nigga ass. I'm not even gonna lie. No glaze and shit. No glaze activity. But I feel like he can beat his ass.
None of that playing. I'm the same nigga that saved you from getting robbed from offsetting them. Don't forget that. I'm the same only nigga in the studio that had blicks on me. I'm the same that kept you from getting your jury took when Merc was picking up your jury, nigga. Let's not play stupid, man. Stop playing dumb.
Never mind. He come back with receipts.
Don't play stupid at all, bro. Don't play dumb. You feel me? Go on with that shit, bro. Deal with your and stay with your. That's all I'm gonna say. One time I was slapped dog. I could have slapped dog with the party the other day. You feel me? You and that security. I don't ride around Miami with security. We ride around Miami with sticks. That's it. That's how we play. I'm tired.
Yeah, that's your part right there. That's why this nigga about to be in jail. This nigga talk about I don't ride with security. I ride with sticks. All right, you got it.
Give me whatever the f you want, just so around you. I ain't gotta do none of that. I'm really thugging. Stop playing with me. Don't say nothing else to my. That's my last time saying this shit, nigga. I'm telling you, or you gonna have a real problem on your hands. Herb can't save you. Mainsky can't save you. Watt can't save you. Nobody can't save you. I want my head. I want my fade.
Now look, to me personally, what this mean is it was something deeper than just that beef going on. Cause really, sit and think about it. If this true, would Offset, not even just Offset, would anybody really go out their way to try to rob somebody cause they was wearing an upside down cross? No, I don't think so. So for Offset to allegedly try to rob them meant that they had some actual problems going on. But at the same time, music with Migos has been teased over the years. 2019, Quavo got on Twitter saying Migos x Uzi 2019, but that song never came out. The song got took off the album that was coming out later that year, and people was wondering why. Did it have something to do with Offset? Did it have something to do with the label? Did Uzi not want to clear the feature? We don't know. But what we do know is Offset came to Twitter saying that the song was dropping a week after the album came out. And look, to this day, Uzi and Offset still don't follow each other. They really don't communicate. You don't see them online together. There's barely any pictures of them in recent times. They just don't interact with each other. Similar to Uzi and Yachty. So if you don't know, Yachty locked in with Migos. It was a point in time where when you seen the Migos, you was definitely gonna see Lil Yachty. Even though the two, Yachty and Uzi, was freshmen together, they wasn't really ever cool publicly for real. Yachty and Uzi done had problems going back years. If you remember,
we don't know none of this, bro. I'm really locking into what the fuck going on, bro. Cause I don't remember this shit.
Heavily, this 2016, this whole melodic sound is new to the world. People don't really know how to understand. So they was getting compared a lot, and neither one of them like being compared to each other. Their music wasn't similar. They was two completely different artists. But it was pretty much one moment that started their whole beef. 2017, Uzi was getting ready to drop Love Is Raised 2, right? And throughout the year, they just promoting music, just trying to build up some hype. So Uzi posts a snippet, and for whatever reason, nobody will ever know why Yachty did this, but he gets in the comments saying, it sound hard, but it don't sound better than that Lil Yachty. Uzi responds, put your album out so I can destroy you with mine. And don't rap through your nose on this one, Yachty. He probably thinking, oh, okay, man, they just playing, they trolling, until Uzi said what he said next. You is mentally challenged. Don't try to bring that foolishness over here. You better finish your last challenge. Now go find a new girl and stop worrying about boys at Lil Yachty. We don't know where this came from. We don't know what made him
he really was on timing.
Forward, it was really it. It was over. Next few years, they wouldn't argue, they wouldn't be seen together, they wouldn't make no music until one day in 2020, Uzi got online and at both at Lil Yachty. Where you at? You know what you did in 2018. Yachty responds to Uzi saying, what I do? Uzi says JT. Context time. Uzi date JT like we all know. But you know who else dated JT? Lil Yachty. Both seen that.
Bitch bouncing. He bouncing behind niggas.
It's his own thing, but basically he cheated on her while she was locked up and they broke up. And that
was
fast forward a year later from Uzi calling out Yachty on Twitter, and the situation came back to life. So one day Adam22 hit Yachty up. He like hop on his phone call with me for an interview. Bo was like, cool. Day comes to the interview and Yachty and Adam on the phone talking. And his man's asked Yachty about him and Uzi relationship.
Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Let me ask you about this then. Okay, are you and Uzi like cool? Like, are y'all homies? You talk to Uzi? Okay. I don't know. But anyway, listen.
And look, that's it. Yachty didn't even say no words for real. Yeah, he might have made that noise, but he ain't specifically say nothing disrespectful. He ain't announced that he not friends with Uzi. He just avoided the question. I'm telling you this because right after the interview, DJ Vlad turns around and makes a post saying Lil Yachty seems to confirm he's no longer friends with Uzi. And the problem with this is Yachty never specifically said himself they weren't cool. I mean, yeah, y'all heard the clip and he made it seem like they wasn't cool, but he never spoke that sentence out of his mouth. And to me, it seemed like Vlad was trying to start something out of nothing. And when Yachty seen it, he got on Twitter wilding. Vlad TV, you bitch. Cause that's not what I said. Stop twisting words, you FBI agent. Vlad responded, nobody twisting your words. They asked you if you and Uzi was cool and you said, yeah. Watch the video yourself before you start accusing people of twisting your words that you said yourself. Kids today love to play victim and blame everyone else for their own actions. Yachty said, bro, it don't mean we not cool. I mean, I'd rather not speak on the situation publicly. Vlad responds, aka meaning you not cool with him, because if you were, you would have said it. And look, this had Yachty heated. I can't even read you what he tweeted, just know he was wilding on Vlad. But in the middle of that little thing,
I want to look at that
brought
tweet.
up the situation.
I want to look at that tweet. Let me find that bitch. You don't gotta show it, but I will.
Vlad says, well, after
you don't gotta show it, but I will.
To Lil Uzi Vert comment that you trying to backtrack from is a whole lot more than we just don't talk. Seems like the whole thing was about JT or the City Girls. And here's the tweet that started it all. Now, Vlad is wild for this. He was really trying to spark up some beef about nothing. Now, imagine if Vlad would have started this beef, right? And somebody would have died behind it. Then what? That's on Vlad because he sparked up a whole situation that didn't have nothing to do with nothing. But I'm not logging in right now. Though, the whole internet was really cooking Vlad. Like, everyone was looking at Vlad like he was a cornball for this one. Just look at the replies. You a cop, Officer Vlad doing some digging. You the feds, police activity. Vlad was cooked, and rightfully so. He was definitely tripping with this one. But this sparked up a conversation between Yachty and Uzi again. People had to know if they was actually cool or not. And one thing about the situation that had people kind of mad was there was this.
All they gotta do with him being victims, like
that was crazy. I'm talking about this a hit. If they dropped this song right now, I promise you it's going #1. It's that good. But the song never came out, and people got speculating, thinking.
Go back with the song called.
This song right now, I promise you it's going at the gates. That
we'll listen to it, nigga.
TV lighting.
Yeah. Oh. Fuck a rap, I just got my whips all painted. Ayy, yeah. Bitches fainted. I forgot that I was famous. Ayy, cut that top off that color, then that shit brainless. Yeah, Marty wrinkle. Yeah, just in case it start raining. Yeah, fuck a rap, I just got my whips all painted. Ayy, yeah. Bitches fainted. I forgot that I was famous. Ayy, cut that top off that color, then that shit brainless. Yeah, Marty wrinkle. Yeah, just in case it start raining. Okay, I reset the watch time to heat. 24 karat wagyu. You boys got the shine off the.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Let's turn my shit up.
Niggas fake deep. You ain't no fame before me. Gave your ass a little sneak peek. Yeah. Now you gotta take a back seat. 10K I bought it from ski. Turn us into legends in the streets. Yeah. Now I'm in my bag to say the least. They was trying to label me deceased. Someone gotta show me the receipts. Yeah. If we on the island, then you know it's not no coney shit. No, it's not no standing shit. I ain't on no phony shit. Me, I'm good, I don't need shit. Uzi good, he don't need shit. Talking about they took my bitch, you know that ain't my only bitch. Brought her to the crib, she walked the front door on some holy shit. Don't ask for no feature, only rapping on my homie shit. Let my brothers come up off my name and they don't own me shit. I can't let you come up off my name till I'm at the gates. Pearly came back, Richie, Hermie. Split up, Perky with me. She a freak, she like calling me baby. Spread the meat.
Hold on.
Fuck a rap, I just got my whips all painted. Ayy, yeah, bitches fainted. I forgot that I was famous.
Uzi got come hard on this bitch though.
Off that color, then that shit brainless. Yeah, Marty wrinkle. Yeah, just in case it start raining. I put diamonds in my spirit. I got it. Yeah, yeah. I put diamonds in my spirit of ecstasy. Yeah, yeah. Can't name one girl that don't want stand next to me. Bitch, I'm geeking off of half of ecstasy. Pull up with my boys in a Rolls Royce. Every time I pull up, yeah, they know, boy. This is not a John, no, boy. Pull up in a Phantom, not a broke boy. They don't even know, boy. Nowadays, when I make a show, boy.
Ugh. Okay. Okay, this shit is tough. This shit is tough. Okay. No, you can't just trust anything you like hear online.
Just in case it start raining. Yeah, fuck a rap. I just got my whips all painted. Ayy, yeah, bitches fainted. I forgot that I was famous. Ayy, cut that top off that color, then that shit brainless. Yeah, Marty wrinkle.
Hey, that's a good song, though. That's a good song.
was crazy. I'm talking about this a hit. If they dropped this song right now, I promise you it's going #1. It's that good. But the song never came out, and people got speculating, thinking Drake ain't want to drop because Uzi and Yachty had this going on. You know, Drake best friends with Lil Yachty. But eventually, Yachty spoke on everything many times after all that went down. After he cussed Vlad out, a leak came out where Yachty was rapping. I can't play it, but I can read it to you. Do the right thing like you friends with Mookie. No matter how bad they want to collab, I ain't friends with Uzi. But in the song, he ain't say the whole name. You just hear the start of it and he cut the rest of the name out. And when people heard that, everybody was coming at Yachty. And he kind of did backtrack. Original tweet said, rappers will clearly diss another rapper publicly and backpedal when they get called out. Yachty responds, I did diss him. I said we won't collab because we not friends. We aren't. We ain't cordial. Y'all are gay. And then after he tweeted that, a fan even called him out on the whole backtracking thing. Lil Yachty so scared, bro. How you gonna diss him? Then come to Twitter trying to save your image. Uzi always owned you. We all know you was begging for an Uzi feature in 2017 and trying to click with him and Cardi in 2019. But after all that, he said one last thing. Me and Uzi aren't friends. We used to be cool. It's not beef. It's just competition. That's all it is. We ain't friends. But the man Uzi definitely wasn't friends with his Rich the Kid. This one of Uzi's most iconic beats of all time. One that ran social media when it happened. But how did it even start? So something I didn't speak on yet was Uzi and DJ Drama had their problems going on, and we gonna get back to
I feel like having beef with niggas is really like
Uzi had labor problems going on. And
it's just a part of your career. You just gotta have beef with niggas, bro. Like I don't know what it is, bro. Something just gonna have to happen, bro. Like you gotta have beef with niggas, bro. Come on, bro.
That's why you should have signed with
I gotta say Vaseline.
Uzi responds, ain't no way I'm signing for 20 racks. Now that is crazy. Trying to sign Uzi for 20 racks in 2018 is wow. I can understand 2016, 2015, but in 2018, 2017, trying to sign Uzi for 20,000 is crazy. After he done had #1 hits, a diamond single, but Rich was still going.
Hey man, your boss ain't treating you right, your CEO ain't treating you right, man. Come over to Rich Forever Music. You know what I'm saying? Come over to Rich Forever Music. You did.
Then about a month later after this, Rich was having an interview and they got to talking, asking him questions. And one question involved Uzi when they asked if he would sign him.
Yo, if Uzi didn't have a deal, would you sign him?
No.
Why not?
Not right now. Maybe back then.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not now?
Maybe I would sign him on my business, but not, you know what I'm saying, for personal reasons I wouldn't sign him.
Yeah.
And so at first, Uzi didn't really respond until one day out of the blue, he posted a pic of him holding the crab.
Y'all bugging, bro. What the fuck?
The kid as a crab. And for years, I didn't know what this meant until I made a vid on it last year and my comments explained it to me. Basically, it's a diss to the Crips, and Rich the Kid was claiming he was a Crip around that time. But they just kept dissing each other back to back, and at one point, Rich even previewed a diss track on Uzi. But all this little back and forth was just adding up, and it was getting at Uzi. It was eating him. He wasn't liking none of that. And so, one day as Uzi in his hometown, Philly, guess who he sees? Guess who happens to be there at the exact same time as him? Rich the Kid. Uzi ran down on him, chased that man all throughout the streets. He was jumping over counters, over cars. It was rough. I'm talking about the whole internet was cooking Rich the Kid. Anytime Rich got online, he was getting fried. He was getting cooked. And even after that situation, they beef was still going strong. 2019, Rich the Kid came on an interview claiming there wasn't no beef at all, saying that it was cool. But that was the farthest thing from the truth.
Rich, I'm just going to straight ask you, man. Where is you and Uzi Vert's relationship now?
No, we ain't got no beef. We straight. We cool.
Is the world is big enough?
Yeah, world's big enough. World is mine. World's everybody's.
I heard that. And you know, and I did just kind of want to ask because I'm really on the outside looking in, and I'm an elder.
We was at the same place like last week. We're at the same jewelry store.
At the jewelry store?
Yeah, we was at the same.
What they do?
Matching necklaces or what?
No, we was just
matching necklaces is crazy. Bitch just be saying anything, bro. Why she even say that?
And absolutely nothing
like,
happens.
what was she about to gain from that? What they was? Not was. Like, come on, bro.
I didn't know he was gonna be there. He didn't know I was gonna be there.
But you know what I do love about that, man? And I don't know that anything else gets sensationalized. Anytime something else go on, people would like to blow that up. You know what I'm saying?
1 year after this clip, Uzi did one of the most disrespectful things he could have did to Rich the Kid. Remember, Eternal Attack had been hyped up for years leading up to 2020. And finally, in March of that year, he came out and dropped it. But not without some
I'm trying to take him out, bro. I was in school.
Uzi dropped the deluxe. You know who else dropped that day?
What? No. Alright.
Rich the Kid, and this wasn't no accident. Uzi had this planned out. A little bit before the album came out, Uzi was on Twitter saying, I'ma drop it. He dropped it People was wondering, oh, is he talking about Cardi? Or is he being petty talking about Rich the Kid? Turns out, it was definitely Rich the Kid. And when I say Uzi watched him, it was bad. Eternal Tate sold 288,000 copies first week, and Rich the Kid, Boss Man, that dropped that same day, sold 19,500 copies. Now look, first week sales ain't everything, but when you beefing with a nigga that made you run away from him in person and he outsell you like this, you gotta be feeling some type of way. It still wasn't the end of their beef though. Fast forward 2 years, 2022, Uzi and Rich the Kid allegedly squashed the beef. Even though they ain't spoke on it publicly, they have been reposting each other music. Rich the Kid be like, oh yeah, Uzi hard. He'll repost the Uzi song. Uzi repost that he posted it. Like, they be showing love to each other. But someone he ain't show love back to was a man that went by the name St. John. At around 12 p.m. on July 2nd, 2021, Uzi was in West Hollywood, pulled up to a cafe, the Dialogue Cafe to be exact, and Uzi walked up in there, and he seen something he ain't like. He allegedly showed the strap, and after he did, all hell broke loose. St. John and Uzi got to fighting in there going crazy, or at least that's what the world thought at first when the situation broke out. Turns out Uzi was riding by. He seen his ex, Brittany Bird, at the cafe. Her and St. John was there at a business meeting.
Damn, she bad. Who is this?
When they was together. Uzi hopped out the car, swung on St. John. Uzi strapped.
Damn, this nigga Uzi a demon. Hold on. Nigga's a demon. This nigga just be, hey, you know that nigga from Philly. This nigga's a demon. Why are you doing that, bro? That's so just right, outrageous, outlandish shit, bro. Who just get out the car? You see somebody with your ex, bro. You're not even with her. Calm down, nigga. Calm down. I guess that was his man's. I don't know, bro. Either way it go, bro, that's some crazy shit, bro. What's her name? I forgot. Fuck it.
Brittany see all that going down. She walk up to Uzi, and Uzi allegedly point the gun at her, hit her, boom.
Damn.
The part is, Brittany ended up going to the hospital, and when 12 got involved, they hit Uzi with 3 years probation, 1 year in treatment for mental health and substance abuse, and 52 weeks of DV counseling. Uzi really did get lucky though. They passed him a pretty fair plea deal for the charges he was getting. He was getting charged with 3 felonies, assault with a strap, criminal threats, and DV, and only had to do what? Probation, take some classes? Well, that's lucky to me. Another beef he had got into was one with Roddy Ricch. So a while back, Roddy definitely had on some bull. He did not have it on. He did not have that on. And he was in the flick with some people in the rap game, and the pic got posted to the internet. And when Uzi seen it, he posted trolling, talking about these big ass boots. Who is this? I only saw the boots. I hope this a normal person. And it ain't take long for Roddy to respond. But he ain't respond just joking around. Oh, yeah, you funny. Nah. He basically told Uzi, you laughing at my boots, but I hit your hoe. I hit your girl. And the thing is, I don't know what these two had going on, but Uzi knew that was Roddy. There was no way he didn't know it was Roddy. The picture was all over the internet with Roddy Ricch's face in the picture. And soon after that situation, Roddy previewed the diss track, and it was only a matter of time before Uzi responded himself. Pink Tape come around, and Uzi had this to say. Your voice don't sound the same. Get your range back. When they bring these lanes back, you said you hit my hoe, I hit yours too. Now look, we don't know if he was talking about Roddy 100%, but connect the dots. Roddy said what he said to Uzi. Uzi responded saying this. That wasn't all he said though. But you ain't even get your chains back. They ran to your crib and took your platinum plex. I thought you was, what's up with that? And in the song, he bleeps it out. People speculated and assumed that he was saying Crip because Roddy is a Crip. Roddy being a Crip is basically a part of his whole image. Just look at how he spelled the name. But claiming Roddy House got ran into is crazy. You know, the thing is, it ain't no reports of this online, so take that as you will. Even though that beef was quick, one beef that wasn't was Uzi versus DJ Drama. All the way back in 2016, Uzi signed a Generation Now. The world was thinking everything was gonna be okay until Love Is Raised 2 was getting ready to come out. And Uzi was blaming Drama
underrated album, by the way,
for the delays. I'm talking about he was always on Twitter tweeting about DJ Drama. One tweet said, my album ain't dropping because of an old person who don't understand what's going on right now. Can you guess who? And so people start replying to the tweet saying DJ Drama. Uzi was retweeting it, basically confirming that's who he was talking about. And really over the next few years, Uzi was just always speaking his mind on this label problem. One tweet, and if y'all do sign to a major. Don't sign to no rapper or a DJ. It's just easier when time comes for that fake stuff. Uzi felt like the label was hoeing. He had a feature on Nav album Bad Habits, but it got took off before the album could come out because allegedly the label didn't want it to. Right around this time, Uzi got tagged in with Rock Nation. And if you remember, he dropped Free Uzi, and that song was on all plaques, basically him promoting that he free from the label. But it turns out he wasn't. Soon after the song came out everywhere, it got took off streaming services, and the only place you can listen to it to is on YouTube. But keep in mind, this was all Uzi side. We ain't even hear from the label and Drama. So what did they have to say?
You know, we've been talking to Vert consistently for the last like 6, 7, 8 months per se. So
I really locked into this, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a good feeling, you know what I mean? Like, you know, what we went through, you know, it became public, but you know, that happens between family. Like, and one of the reasons why it was a tough spot for us is because, you know, Vert's success was our success. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I instead of like necessarily coming out and feeling like we wanted to defend ourselves, because we took a lot of heat. Yeah. Like, you know, it was like Generation Now, you know, and even with the Rock Nation situation, like,
is he still with that label?
Rock Nation was put in the media as if they saved Lil Uzi Vert's career, and you know, from
I didn't gather that.
What?
So? Okay, I don't look at press releases. I'm sorry.
You know, it was a Free Uzi campaign, and then,
I remember that shit.
Yeah, and then it came.
I remember that.
Rock Nation saves Lil Uzi. Saves him from who? From 3 young Black men that met in college at Clark Atlanta and Morehouse, who grew up on hip hop, who were best friends, who then came into the game, changed the game, and then created a label. Like, huh? We're not culture vultures.
So let's be clear, man. What's going on with you on Uzi Vert, man? Because it just feels like y'all not on the same level. He was pretty public about it. Remember
he was
I know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Right? Cool.
Like, he put the tweets out and everything. So, you know, and he created a certain narrative. You know what I'm saying? And in a situation like that, when, you know, Uzi
I just feel like he lying.
One of the biggest artists in the world.
I just feel like labels don't be having. They don't give a fuck for real.
A space or a place for
Isn't he just lying?
For us to feel like we had to defend ourselves, like, we know where we come from. We know we do.
I just think I put the source at the bottom.
Like, if there's any,
make it seem professional. I fuck with it.
Personal situation, I can't help that. Like, you know, I can't help how the guy might feel about me personally, but I know when it comes to business or
I think it was like they said that y'all was holding his music up.
Yeah, we're in the business of putting music out. Right. So, you know, holding the music up would not help us in no.
But eventually in 2020, Eternal Take did drop. So really just think about it. Uzi dropped the album in 2017 and didn't drop again until 2020. That is crazy to think about compared to the amount of music we've been getting from him today. But this Drama / Uzi situation wasn't just between them two. It brought somebody else into it. Jack Harlow.
Damn.
Jack Harlow versus Uzi was a beef that not many people know about. But it go back a minute, all the way back to 2019 before Jack Harlow was as big as he was today. He got tapped in with DJ Drama. And in the middle of the Uzi Drama beef, Jack Harlow trolled a little bit. He posted a pic of him and Drama with the caption that said, "Just sign my life away. Double tap if you can't wait to hear Eternal Take." And look, I'm gonna say one thing about Drama. That man got a thing for finding superstars. He found Uzi back before Uzi was popping, and he found Jack Harlow before Jack Harlow was popping. Now, look at both of them. Jack Harlow got a #1 song in the world right now, and nigga, Uzi is Uzi. But back to the
Uzi is Uzi. That's kind of crazy glaze right there, but I guess.
With a clown emoji over his face saying "Free Uzi." Fast forward some months, Jack Harlow spoke his mind on that little situation.
How do you feel about Uzi putting a clown emoji over your face on Instagram?
As soon as I saw it, I got butterflies in my stomach.
Why? Just because he was acknowledging you?
Well, I just couldn't believe it. I was just shocked. I didn't think he would acknowledge me.
Right.
Yeah.
And why was he pissed? Was it just because you're signed to Drama and he's having his issues?
I think it's because I aligned myself with Drama during the situation. I posted a photo with my arm around Drama and I said, "Double tap if you can't wait for Eternal to Take."
Yeah. What made you want to do that, though? You just feel like you had to sort of have that sense of solidarity with the team?
Yeah, partly that, and part of it was there was a genuine side to it in that, one, I wanted to show I'm with Drama. There was a lot of shit being talked about Drama. Me being an Uzi fan, I didn't think it was gonna be taken how it was taken, but that's how it went.
Right.
And now Uzi don't like me.
You never heard anything else after that, or?
Never.
No.
But they had their dislikes for each other. But what Uzi would really hurt both Jack and the label would be when he dropped the Eternal Take Deluxe. So if you remember what I said before, he dropped the Deluxe the same day as Rich the Kid. But it wasn't just Rich the Kid who dropped that day. Jack Harlow dropped the same day. So Uzi was really cooking both of them at the same time. Tweet, as soon as he dropped, I'ma drop it again. That tweet really was directed at both Jack Harlow and Rich the Kid. But a few days after Deluxe dropped, someone tweeted at Uzi saying he declared war on Jack by dropping the same day as him. And Uzi responded saying, Jack was doing great. He didn't care. A few months later though, Jack Harlow dropped his hit, Was Poppin', and threw some shots at Uzi on the song. He was basically like, y'all trying to diss me on the ground. I can't switch up on the label. I can't switch up on the fam. But what really confirmed who he was talking about in the music video as he rapping, the lyrics I just read to you, he on his phone typing the clown emoji. And who just called him a clown with a clown emoji on his face?
Nah, that's crazy.
Uzi. That wasn't all Jake said though. He had a freestyle with Fun Flexion, 100% a shot at Uzi. Rappers got short man syndrome and a God complex. And who's a short man that people like to say got a God complex? Lil Uzi Vert. And really ever since then, the beef ain't been brought up, they ain't argued enough. Even though that beef ended kind of peacefully, it was one that went in a completely different direction. Uzi versus producer Forza. This was someone Uzi had known for a long time. They went to high school together and all that, but as the years went on, they stayed in touch. Uzi recorded music, Forza produced music. Eventually, Forza got to a point where he was a part of working on Dying. He was working with Uzi. He was working with all these other artists. He was locked in. It was looking like he was finna be making some big moves, but it was a problem. Most of the songs he made with Uzi never came out, meaning he didn't really have no money coming in. Yeah, he might have had these connections, but it wasn't turning into money in his pocket yet. And he was starting to get impatient. He needed the money then, he needed that money now. So it was probably a point in his life, he was struggling to pay bills. I guess he didn't want to get no regular job and just waited out for the bag to come. And so he resorted to the one thing you should never do to an artist. He started leaking and selling Uzi music. That's how he was getting his bag for a minute. Until someone held Uzi up and told him the truth. At Forza, been selling your music if you ain't know. Right after this, Uzi got the Twitter speaking his mind. Uzi and Forza was in the hotel room at the same time when Uzi got this DM. Forza lucky I ain't mess him up. He acting like I ain't know he was selling and stealing my music. We should have stomped you out, but we just kicked you out the suite. Sleep outside. If you don't know, this was leaking and selling. I know you cold. And when the world found out about what Forza did, he was cooked. Working on Dying responded by dropping him. They dropped him as a producer. His friends left him. Nobody wanted to be around Forza anymore because they just couldn't trust him. If you was finna leak your homeboy music that you've been friends with since high school, what else would you do? And look, I can't see both sides.
Sound like something I should do.
He need the money. You need money to live, and he wasn't getting none.
That would be crazy though. I ain't gonna cap, bro. Look at that man's music. Getting bags from that shit is crazy.
A few months. He would have finally got that bag he worked so hard for. He would have finally got that money he worked so hard for, right? Because when Uzi tweeted that was on November 29th, 2019. Eternal Atake came out in March of 2020. So if he would have really just waited them little 3-4 months, that nigga would have had a bag in his pocket. But time goes on, and he really starting to regret it all. And when everybody was dissing themselves from Forza, he got online doubling down on what he did. LOL, when you dedicate 3 years of working with one artist while they continue to make millions and you don't got a single penny, then talk to me. Until then, y'all never will understand what that feel like. It's not like I was just being paid and just being a greedy dude. I never had nothing to my name. A real dirty nigga could have probably tried to steal from me. I'd rather go make some money on my own than be a thief. Couldn't even pay for my rent, my own weed. They wasn't even gonna help me.
You can say weed.
When mine broke. But y'all think because I'm hanging around with them, I'm supposed to be happy. Man, I'm not gay. I don't have to pay for nothing. I got family and bills. Y'all is sheep. Not saying nothing else about this. I'm all for stand down till you come up. But don't starve your dogs and not expect them to bite you when they hungry. And like I said earlier, he definitely do got a point. If Uzi knew he was holding on to these songs for that long and he knew what kind of situation Forza was in, Forza couldn't afford a new laptop. He couldn't afford his bills. Uzi definitely could have paid him some money because it's not like Uzi giving him money just because. Forza is right here cooking up beats, making hundreds of beats for Uzi, spending nights just making beats for Uzi.
That would be
He's
crazy.
Not seeing no money. Uzi could have definitely been paying him. Uzi and Forza relationship was cooked at this point.
We know what Forza did, but please God drop watch this. It's been almost 3 years, sad face.
Is that a Forza beat? If it is, no.
You know, the thing is, he did drop the song that was asking for in that clip, but just not how you think. Watch This was produced by Forza like the clip just told you, and it got leaked or whatever. But earlier this year, it had a remix that went viral on TikTok with a completely different beat. So Uzi being petty, he decided to actually come out and drop the song without the Forza beat so Forza wouldn't get no money. And when Forza found this out, he was heated. I'm talking about he was on IG Snap. This TikTok fan remix of a Uzi leak is addicting. Forza said, this sucks. I hate y'all. I hate y'all TikTok dudes. The disrespect. And so after this, he was still mad to the world. It looked like their relationship was done for. Until one day, Uzi was performing it Rolling Loud. And he played a song that had a Forza beat on it. And when Forza seen it, he was on stream. He was finna cry. He said it himself, I'm about to cry. But what really had the world thinking their relationship was repaired was when my homeboy 1111 dropped a vid about the situation. And while he was making the vid, he reached out to Forza himself. And Forza said, him and Uzi still cool. He still make beats for him every once in a while. But the damage that situation did to Forza was already done. Throughout that time, he was beefing.
I mean, both of they fuss for real, but like, damn, that is crazy.
One beef that really ain't in too well was Uzi versus Pop Hunter. 2022 came around and Pop was hot. He had a hit.
I don't think Uzi just be beef with everybody. What the fuck?
TikTok, every time you went anywhere on the media, you was gonna hear a Pop Hunter song. Until one day, out the blue, something real crazy happened. Something from his past was found out. Basically, all the way back when Pop was 13, 14, he had watched somebody get smoked in front of him. And when the cops confronted Pop, they was trying to manipulate him bad. I'm talking about they sitting here telling this 14-year-old boy, even his mama is gonna go to jail if he don't tell them what went down.
Listen though, right? It's how this went. You know what I'm saying? Like when they came and grabbed me, like they lied and said that they got consent from my mom to talk to me. No, for real, they didn't get no consent from my mom to even say anything to me. So, you know what I'm saying, like, it's not like, you feel me, like I just came in to the room when they was asking me shit and I just started saying stuff. No, like they was saying to me like, oh, if you don't tell us what happened, we're gonna lock you and your mom up, bossy. Like it was really saying this shit to a 14-year-old trying to get information. Like, so
see, you don't know kind of what's happening. You're scared.
I never been in no shit like that, bro. I never been in no shit like that. That's like take you know what I'm saying, around that age. You not no street dude. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you never been around that type of stuff. You never did anything to even put yourself in. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying though, you know what I'm saying? Like as a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like what is you gonna think? For real.
And the craziest part about them questioning Pop was he didn't have nothing to do with the situation. He was just there and watched it happen, and they singled him out because he was friends with the people that killed. But fast forward some years, he popping as a rapper and working with all these artists. Got songs with Uzi, got songs with Tusi, everywhere. Everything was looking good until the paperwork from when he was 14 years old came out. Soon as it did,
hey, no, that's crazy. Niggas cooking him because when he was 14.
What you did. Pop said, come on, bro. Everybody's starting to hate me because I was being loyal. I did what I had to do. I can't even get features from artists no more because of this. Uzi said, sorry, little bro. I just can't respect you for what you did.
This nigga is 14. Like, yeah, these niggas be chatting, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They acting like this nigga was fucking 21-year-old game banging, blowing niggas down and shit. Nigga 14 years old, bro. What they talking about? Yeah.
Really from this moment forward, Pop was cool. No rappers ever wanted to work with him. He was blackballed over that situation from when he was 14. But some weeks back, I told this Pop Hunter story in real deep detail in the video on screen right now.
Damn. Now listen, well, not watching that, but still, that's crazy. They talk about yeah, bro, you were 14, bro. We saw you a snitch. Shouldn't been snitching at 14, nigga. Basically, that's basically what they said.